What's up, Bulldogs? All right, today I am going to give you some job application advice. I got an email asking about basically, how do you get these higher level jobs and how do you apply for jobs? Especially today, it's a much more competitive market for a lot of people, software developers, yes, but also just in general. And so I got an email from Robbie. He says, hey, I'm currently looking for a job and I thought of a video idea you might be interested in. It's about how to apply to a senior higher or higher up role, specifically through the use of a cover letter or a CV. What sparked this idea for me is I'm on a job searching website where a jewelry company is looking for an assistant manager who has had 2 years of both jewelry experience and supervising experience. These are, quote, required. The issue is that I don't meet these requirements, but I know that I'm very capable of the role. I match every one of the many skills they have outlined, and I know I can be a great asset to their team. I'm not hooked up on this role either. I'm not hung up. I think it means hung up on this role either, but I know your advice can help me in many other opportunities that arise. If you could give some advice to this example and the overarching concept, that would be great. Maybe you could also give general advice and tips for cover letters. I'm aware you're working on this sort of thing for programmers, but it's more of a general audience thing, I feel. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Okay, so a couple things I would say about this, right? So first of all, the job experience thing. Let me give you a quick hack that is going to help you with the job experience thing. If a job requires more experience than you have, here's what you should be doing. You should build your own company. You don't even have to register it as an LLC or anything like that. This is especially effective for software developers who can create their own company and start building apps or offer consulting services. And you can always make yourself whatever role that you want in that company, and that counts as experience. Now, if you get asked point blank in an interview, is this your own company and what actual jobs did you do at this company? Yeah, you're gonna have to come clean and say the truth, but it's fine. You can just say, hey, I built this company in order to start doing consulting work. I did some consulting jobs, even if you do some free work here, or I'm building an app, or I was building my own software development company, or again, it doesn't have to be software development. In this case, let's say in the jewelry industry, you might say, oh, well, that it won't apply here. Sure, it could. Can you not create an online jewelry store? It doesn't have to sell anything. It doesn't have to make money, but it gives you experience. Like it lets you put something on the CV for these cases, right? So you might think this is silly, but I'm telling you, it's a very quick, easy little hack that's gonna make it so you can have more experience, and you can retroactively apply this. So you can go to your resume and you can say you started this company in whatever date, if you need some more years of experience, okay? Be careful with it. We don't wanna lie and make things false, but if you've been actively working in this field or learning, then you could conceivably say that you started this company, even though you didn't give it a name or whatever, because you were in this line of work. So be careful with it. You don't want to stretch it too much, but you can stretch it a little bit. All right. The second thing is with the cover letters, right? So a lot of times the most effective way to get a job is to go in the back door. So what you want to do is you want to think strategically about how can you get in contact with people and make personal connections with people who are the gatekeepers of that job. So look for people who are already working for that company, look for them on LinkedIn, reach out to them. Just say, hey, can I have a chat with you? Hey, can I buy you a coffee, right? If they're in the local area, get on a Zoom call and say, I want to ask some questions. I'm just curious about you work for this company. I'm really interested in it. I just wanted to know a little bit about the work environment. You don't say, hey, I'm trying to get a job there, because then they're going to be turned off, right? Then it feels like you're trying to get something from them. But if you're just trying to find out about the work environment, that's great. Or you can say, I'm interviewing people for my podcast. I'm starting a podcast about X industry and I'm trying to get some interview, or I'm writing an article, or whatever it is. And then you can get people on the phone. Once you can get people on the phone or Zoom or whatever it is, or meet up for coffee and talk to them one-on-one, you're building these relationships. You can go out to the hiring manager, find who they are, go on their Facebook and their LinkedIn and figure out a little bit about them, and then craft a message directly to them and ask. Say, hey, I'm really interested in this job. Here's my resume and my cover letter, and here's kind of my background. What would be the best way for me to apply for this job? What would you recommend? Are there some things, before I officially submit my application, could you tell me what you would recommend, or, that could give me the best shot at getting this job? So these are the things that you do. You can go and find different connections and see how can you interact with these people in order to make this a process that is not just the standard apply for a job, submit your resume type of thing, okay? You got to think outside the box, and you got to not give up. Be persistent, follow up, send more emails, call up, because people will admire that persistence if you continue doing it and you just do it in a not annoying way. The other thing I would say about this is when you're writing a cover letter, always write the cover letter in the terms of what you can do for them. Don't talk about what the job will do for you. Always say, all right, I understand your company, right? You research the company, you understand the job position, and you say, here's how I believe I can help you. I have X years of experience. Or in this case, if you don't have 2 years of experience, it requires 2 years of experience. Just like, I don't have the 2 years of experience that you're requiring for this job. Let me be upfront with that. However, what I do have is better than 2 years of experience. All right. I have the skills and the ability to learn, and I have worked in this other field, and I have the work ethic, and that's more important. And I'm 100% confident that I can deliver results for you. And that type of thing is what you're going to put into a cover letter. And you always want to try to see if you can get it in through a referral, right? If you can contact someone and you can get them to submit your cover letter and resume, it's going to be much better for you. Now, if you guys want to learn how I've built multiple 7-figure businesses and built passive income, I know that's something that a lot of you are interested in. I've put together a free guide. I'm putting this out here for a limited time. Just click the link down below and you can get it for completely free. All you have to do is put in your email address, full transparency, and you'll get a copy of that, and you'll get that information. And yeah, I'd love to help you to learn those things as well. So, all right, guys, that's it. Good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.